All right, first graders, we are ready to start our clown portraits. You should have already written your name on the back of your paper and flipped it over. You are going to be drawing with a pencil. I'm going to use a crayon just so you can see it on the video. I am going to start with drawing a head. So right now I just want you listening and watching, and we'll pause the video for you to draw your head shape. The head shape is going to be in the middle of the paper and so big we could fit two of our hands in that shape. I want to have space all the way around my shape to add more things to my clown. So I'm going to draw a big oval for my clown's head, and it's so big I can fit my hands in there, and I have space on the top, on the sides, and the bottom. You do not have to have an oval. Here are some other head shapes that you could use. So we're going to pause the video, and you can draw a large head shape in the middle of your paper. So big, two hands could fit in it. Next, we're going to add eyes. And as we looked at all those clown pictures on the smartboard before this, we noticed that eyes change depending on how you feel. So you could have sleepy eyes, excited eyes, mad eyes, silly eyes. So I'm going to put the eyes on my clown, so just watch and you'll have a chance as well. These eyes are going to be big, so big that I could fit at least 2 quarters, those are those shiny silver coins, inside those eyes. So I made triangles. You could choose another shape from here, or you could be creative and invent your own. They just have to be drawn big. So we're going to pause the video and you can add your eyes. Next is eyebrows. This is a choice. You do not have to have an eyebrow or eyebrows, but if you choose to, we want to turn them into shapes. So eyebrows kind of move up and down depending on how we're feeling. So I'm going to have my clown kind of excited. So I'm going to start with a big eyebrow on the top. Right now that's just a line. I'm going to turn that into a shape. Kind of looks like a rainbow shape. And I'm going to match it on the other side, making sure that this is a pretty thick rainbow shape, not super skinny, or gluing is going to be hard. So here's some ideas of maybe like a worried clown or a mad clown if you have triangles. Happy, excited. Remember, this is a choice. So if you'd like to have eyebrows, you can add them right now. Next, I'm going to give my clown a nose. And I'm going to just do your normal circle clown nose. But you could add circle, triangle, rectangle. You could be creative with that nose shape. So go ahead and add a nose shape, keeping it super big. Now our clown needs a mouth. So a mouth shape is really going to change the way our clown looks. If we want a happy mouth or a sad mouth or an angry mouth, I think I'm going to make his mouth a little bit angry. So I'm actually going to turn it on its side, kind of like he's gritting his teeth, like somebody just took his favorite toy. Here are some other mouths. Maybe not so happy or worried or angry, sad, happy. So we'll pause the video and you can create your mouth shape. Now it looks like our clown's head is just floating there. So we're going to add something at the bottom to give him a little bit of an outfit. I'm going to add a collar. So before I do that, on the sides of this face, I'm going to add 2 curved lines going to the side. Go ahead and do that. That's going to look like his shoulders or her shoulders. Underneath that, I'm going to add a wavy line. Kind of looks like a cloud. That's going to be my clown's fluffy collar. If you would rather add a necktie or a bow tie, you could do that. So my bow tie is a circle with 2 triangles. My necktie is a circle with just lines coming down, and they might actually go right off your paper because our clown's outfit is so low on the paper. So go ahead and add that outfit. We'll pause the video while you do that. Couple more things and our clown drawing is going to be complete. You can choose hair. Now the hair on your clown is really going to help their emotion on their face. So I'm going to have you take a look at all these different hairstyles. I think this is like classic clown hair. This clown might look a little bit scared or frazzled. This one would have a little bald spot. This looks just like normal long hair. This one looks maybe excited, his hair's going up, or shocked. I thought this kind of looked like a mohawk. So on my clown, I'm going to add that kind of crazy hair on the sides. There he is. I'm going to have this come down a little bit further to match it. So right now, we'll pause the video, and you can add hair to your clown. The next step is a choice as well. If you have room at the top and you'd like to add a hat, you could do that. I think it might look kind of silly if this clown had a little bit of a top hat on, kind of like that. Here are some other hat ideas just using shapes. So we'll pause the video and you can go ahead and add a hat if you'd like. 2 more steps. If you would like to add a pattern to your clown's clothes, something simple, like maybe just a couple lines, or a couple polka dots, or a button, or stripes, you can do that. We'll pause if you'd like to do that. And our last choice, in this background, if you would like to add something in these spots, I don't have a lot of room, I might just add a couple of striped lines in the back so that I can color different colors. That's a choice. I've seen kids add circles, like the clown is juggling. If you look at my example hanging up, I did like a big X in the background. So that's all a choice. So we'll pause the video if that is something you'd want to add. The last step, so we're going to pause this video again and have you come on up to the front of the room to take a closer look at the gluing. Alright, finding a glue bottle is going to be tricky that works. So you don't want to have to squeeze super hard. So try the glue bottles at your table. If you need help getting it unclogged, a teacher can come around and use a tool to help you unclog it. But you can pick that extra glue off, really try to get any clumps off of there, open it up, and hopefully your glue bottle works. What I would do is I'd take a couple of practices on a piece of paper towel. I don't have a paper towel really close to me, so I'm going to use this scratch piece of paper. When I glue, I want a pretty nice thick line. I don't want it super skinny, and I definitely don't want to start talking to my neighbor and get these big blobs because I'm not paying attention. So take some practices on a piece of paper towel and get a really nice line that's just perfect. When I start gluing, I'm going to start at the top because I like to rest my elbow on my paper. And if I have glue under there, it's going to be really messy. I am gluing every single line I made. Some kids like to hold that glue bottle above the paper. Some kids actually touch the orange tip onto their paper. So you can decide what you'd like to do, what works better for you. So my goal is to glue this entire clown portrait. It will dry, and next time that glue is going to act like a little fence. And it's going to help us do our very, very best coloring with oil crayons. It's also going to help us mix oil crayon colors. So I'm not going to glue the whole thing in this video, but I'll tell you when you're finished, you're going to want to carry this with 2 hands, really flat. If you just let it drop, all that glue is going to drip off. These are going to go in our brand new drying rack so that they dry flat. A teacher will help you put it in that drying rack because it has to go from the bottom up. So the first person will go on the bottom rack, the next person will go right above them. Those shelves kind of move and a teacher will help you. When you're finished, put away your glue bottle and throw away that paper towel scrap.